Hello, world. Thank you for coming to my channel today. I am truly appreciative. I am so thankful. And I just want to shout out everyone that's been listening to me for all my new subscribers, my 100K, because baby, let me tell you, it is here today and I'm making sure of it. Okay? So, I am not the best, but I'm still alive, so I'm at my best. Amen. And today, what I want to talk about is doing things you regret. I know with my personal journey that I went through, I would do it all the time. I would do things that other people wanted me to do, and me feeling obligated to do it because I felt like I didn't know what was best. I would do things that ultimately I had like the angel on this shoulder and the devil on this shoulder, both in my ear, just yapping away, telling me, do this, no, do that. You know, you want to do that. And a lot of the times I would listen to that devil on my shoulder, on my back, telling me, you know, you want to do this. You know that that angel don't know what it's talking about. And ultimately, it had me looking stupid, listening to that impulse, listening to that side of me telling me to do something when the other side of me was telling me don't. And we all go through that in life. And I had to realize that I can't always act off of impulse. And if I do act upon impulse, sometimes there's consequences. And sometimes you have to pick yourself up for the mistake that you made. And sometimes we know the mistake before we make it. I know with my own journey, personally, the one thing that I would know that I shouldn't be doing but would do it anyway sometimes was sex. I would have sex with people that I knew didn't deserve me, that didn't respect me, that didn't need to be anywhere in my aura. But I allowed them to be there, and I allowed to lay with them simply because I was acting off of impulse. I wanted to get my rocks off. I wanted to bust a nut. I wanted to be nasty. I wanted to be nasty. And ultimately, I was doing myself a disservice by doing that because one side of me was telling me, do it. The other side was telling me, don't do it. And ultimately, I had to learn that I have to follow my intuition. And sometimes when I'm in a limbo where it's like, do it, don't do it, do it, don't do it, it's actually telling me that I need to take my time out and not just act off impulse, but to actually listen to myself and take time to realize what's going to be the best way for me to maneuver in my life. Hopefully that made sense. If it didn't, baby. And I was giving myself up to people that didn't deserve me. I was going off an impulse. I was doing it because I seen others do it and I thought, oh, they look like they're having fun. Oh, I want to have fun. Oh, I'm so horny. Oh, I'm so this, I'm so that. And not staying in my own lane. I was thinking that everybody else was doing it, so why not me do it? And not realizing that I'm an individual. I can create things and I can destroy things. And at that time, by me going off impulse and me actually not listening to the part of me saying, no, don't do it, no, don't do it, was actually destroying my body. And my intuition was telling me something and I didn't want to listen. I would do things and then cry about it later. And that's something that I ultimately had to learn, that if my body, my mind, my spirit is saying no, 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 and another part of me is saying yes, 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 I really have to take my time out. And I really advise you to do the same thing. Take some time out and realize, like, what's the part of you saying yes and what's the part of you saying no, because one of those parts of you is wrong. And like I said, I would do things because of others, because how I was raised. Not talking about sex now, but like certain jobs. I knew that certain jobs I wanted to get because it would look good on paper and because my family wanted me to get that job and wanted me to do this with my life and blah, blah, blah. But ultimately, my body was telling me, no, you have to go on another path. You're not just anyone. And you're not just anyone. You can't, like, it's good to listen to people, but ultimately, you have to listen to what your intuition is telling you. Sometimes people have good advice, and sometimes people just want to control you. And that's what was happening with my life because ultimately, when I went and succeeded by getting that job and doing the things certain people wanted me to do, it ultimately didn't make me happy and didn't make me feel good. And that's just something I had to learn by because ultimately, what it taught me is to don't go off of impulse and to listen to your intuition.